Ooh.
Can we hug during this?
Yeah, sure. Like the entire time.
Yeah, we're gonna listen like this.
You are now reacting to the solo artist Yerin Baek and her title track off her first full-length album called Every Letter I Sent You, released in December 2019. This song is Yerin's first release since leaving her former label JYP and forming her own company. The lyrics are a confession of love for a boy who is closed off from the world. And you actually won't need the CCs or anything because the lyrics are in English. The song is composed by Cloud and Baek Yerin herself.
I'm sorry, by who?
Cloud.
Cloud.
By who?
Not
Cloud, you
you
making music
but
now?
A Cloud. Let's get it.
And you come to.
I was trying to squeeze a Bee Gees reference. How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep
is your
3, 2, 1.
Professor McGonagall.
Ooh! Henry Likey.
Get away from your sorrow.
Oh, her voice is so clear. Ooh. What a voice, right?
Her English is very good.
Yeah, you're telling me. This is a beautiful, she's got an amazing voice. It's so effortless. Yeah, it's so much personality in her voice.
Oh.
The song's good. This is sick. Those horns.
Oh,
Is that
alright,
real?
alright. That was lit.
They are real? Cool.
Definitely. That intonation was nice.
Get away from their unkindness, but this time we should run together. You don't have to.
That altered note is so colorful.
Cause I get you in my heart.
Nice.
You know how much your eyes make me wonder about how deep is our love, especially when you appreciate for me. I can't tell.
This is good. Bring us someplace. Oh, and she adds the harmony. She adds the third. Oh,
Gotta have that cat, man, for support.
that cat.
That's why I have cats.
Cats.
Ooh, the funky.
I'm gonna go home and play the song for my cat and be like, I love you.
Oh, nice breakdown.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Me neither.
Kind of a dropout.
Yeah, this is lit. The horns are so involved. I'm loving this. Wow.
Can I? Yeah. I was just gonna say, it's so nice to hear that it's actually real musicians and not MIDI.
Yeah.
What?
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was like witty. That was a witty
Yeah.
line.
Oh man. Yes.
It's very collaborative. Like
Yeah. It seems like there's so much. It's so dense.
Ooh. It's deep.
It's deep.
Like the love.
Like the love. Like
the
ow.
love.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we're doing a fade out. Ooh.
No, give us more. I want more. That was so good.
Your jazz majors are gonna have a field day with this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them take this one.
Oh, absolutely.
I just like the cat.
I love cats. I'm a cat person.
Oh gosh, her vocal tone is so beautiful. Like all of her singing sounds so effortless and easy, and there's a bit of a breathiness to it, but it's not husky. And I think she really, the whole thing is just mixed so well. Everything feels like it's in balance as far as sound goes. I don't know if you agree, but like everything just really feels like it's in balance. And I love it. It sounds so good. Is she single?
I just feel like a lot of these K-pop songs are like, we can do this, we have this. It's like, whoa, that's so awesome. But like, I felt like the harmony is more like jazz harmony. So I'm like, my ears, yes. But besides that,
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I was just like, God damn, these chords are so thick. Woo! It was just a nice presentation. I liked how it ended with an instrumental. It gave it space to breathe, which was cool.
As opposed to like other songs that we've listened to, I felt like the writing itself, like from a harmonic perspective, developed the tune rather than the other songs where they're like, the way that we're gonna develop the tune is we're gonna change the vibe, but not actually do much with the harmony itself. This one was like, it was one like texture for the most part, but like the harmony is really evolving throughout the entire thing in like a very well thought out compositional way.
Did you guys have any specific favorite standout moments in the track, or like certain instrumental? Or?
I like the instrumental break at the, or well, extended instrumental section, excuse me. I thought that was really nice, and it was a nice way to end it. I wasn't expecting it, and it was really cool. Like it was just kind of a steady burn and build, you know, it wasn't in your face, but like it matched the mood of the song.
I thought the melody was nice and her singing was great, and I liked the ducks. Ducks are cool things. It's like a mallard.
Oh.
I don't know any other ducks.
Hey, you know, butt shaped with the point at the end, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean.
What an interesting song. I think the instrumentals were very strong. When I said earlier that, I'm wondering how this song will develop as far as vocals go and whether the climax will be fulfilling, I kind of got both. It was kind of fulfilling because I liked how the instrumentals blossomed. I liked how the brass that we began to hear a little bit became this full brass chorus, if you will. You know, her voice is very interesting because when you said that her voice has a lot of personality, I definitely agreed with it. But as the song went on, it felt like her voice was the type where there are a lot of inherently great qualities, but I don't think she did enough with that voice to really give enough personality to the song as far as her vocals are concerned. I like the instrumental blossoming so much that I might come back to this and listen to this.
Yeah.
So.
I think blossom is such a good word for it. Like you could really feel the instrumentals evolve, I think, as they went on. You know how when you hear a really great orchestral player and they have a long note, they can do such an amazing job of shaping it. Like you can really feel like they're almost adding everything, but it doesn't necessarily get louder in volume. It just feels like it's always got full momentum, even though it's stationary. I felt like if you were to take any bit of her singing, it would be really interesting and fantastic in that small bit. But I feel like she didn't have a forward momentum. I think instead, actually, it felt like her vocals faded away.
And then the instrumentals kind of took over.
They kind of took over, but I didn't necessarily want that to happen. The sections felt terraced in interesting ways that we got to, like, we had level 1, we had level 2 for a while. And I was like, okay, are we gonna get to this, you know? And that would have been amazing, I think, if she had kept that momentum going.
You guys have the exact same opinion as Brianna and Cloud.
So this song was giving me church, it was giving me funk, it was giving me groove. So first off, I liked the instrumentation and how it went from more combo setting, as in a rhythm section and 2 or 3 instrumentalists, which was, I want to say trumpet, flute, and it ended with a big band. And I felt like it that like instrumentation and that combination of different like groups made it so that the ending was like, you know, like it was going towards the ending and that was like the big moment. But the things she was doing with her voice, like she kind of just stayed in the same register. The only thing that was like giving me life, giving me flavor, giving me sauce was the band behind her. And I mean, that's good because it does add to like the song itself, but like I think she could have done more herself with just like, I don't know, showing off her voice, but I don't know. That's just me. That's my
But
taste.
isn't this song like not for showing off your voice? Isn't it for?
I have two things mainly. I'm so glad you said that because I was kind of thinking along the same vibe. This song was very like soothing. Like everything about it was very like sweet, lulling me to sleep, ready to go. So her voice was really gentle, with which I thought fit the vibe. And it was interesting that it was gentle in like more of a mid-range or low range.
Yeah.
Like she was more like instead of like, because usually when people are like gentle singing, it's more like higher register. But there was definitely a spot, I think at like 2:30 or something, where I wanted her to build to a climax.
That's
and
what
I thought she was gonna push through, like not even modulating per se, but like just a nice, like give the phrase a nice arch.
The band was building up and she
loving
wasn't.
you more. Like I just wanted her to push through it, and she like did a little and then like plateaued, and I was like, no, keep going.
No, it's a good song. It's very nice. Totally, everything's in balance. I like the pairing of instruments that they use throughout the whole song. That flute is always with trombone. I don't know. It's such a pairing that you don't hear all that often, but then when you do hear it, it just makes perfect sense, and you're like, why don't people do that all the time? And it's like, oh. So that was nice. Also Cat.
Again with this one, the bass line is so good.
I love the verse bass lines because like there are like some rhythmic do like that kind of
Syncopation?
Yeah, syncopation.
Did you want to go through? Because I was curious what bass parts specifically you're talking about. Because I know there's a few times where they like moved a little bit more.
Yes. You're like kind of out of focus too.
But I'm cheering you on because you're a champ.
Cool. So from the 3 chord, like oftentimes something that would happen, like if you want to be really functional, be like have a 3 and then it goes to 6, 2, 5. This goes 3, flat 3, which is the tritone sub for your 6 dominant. 2 and then 5, which is just like something cool that they put in there a lot, just like
tritone sub. We love tritone subs for sure.
My favorite part was when she first opened her mouth and started singing. Like, I didn't expect it. I'm like, what a timbre. Like, that's just, that her voice is so beautiful. And then how she chooses to manipulate it. Sometimes I was like, is there gonna be vibrato here or just straight tone? But the balance is so intricate, it's very difficult. So I just fell in love with that. Wow.
Yeah, I felt like she knew exactly what to do in terms of like instrumentation and vocals, and she had such control over her voice, and she knew what emotions she was trying to portray in different scenes, and especially at that ending when all the instruments were coming in, I think that's just the coolest thing. The more I like something, the less I have to say of it because my brain just is kind of blank. But that was wonderful.
You do smell really good.
Do I?
I like it.
It's just my natural Italian scent.